everybody, it's Gypsy. So I just did something really stupid and I need to take a break from gardening for a minute to rest my bad leg. For those of you who don't know, last year, well, my dog accidentally tripped me and I shattered my tibia and fractured my tibia plateau. Now my doctor had to pull out bone shards from my leg and then he had to glue the tibia back together. And then for the fractured tibia plateau, I have a plate going down my leg. He was going to use a shorter plate, but after he saw the damage, he put in a long one. So anyways, last year I couldn't do any, I was in a wheelchair for a while, then a walker. I couldn't garden or anything. So I'm all excited this year I can garden, and I've really been making up for lost time. I was just using what I call the big girl shovel because I wasn't allowed to use it last year. And I was digging. I don't know if you can see my wagon, my garden wagon. I got my shovel over here. I was digging, and I always push with my right foot, I guess, because I'm right-handed. So I'm supporting myself with my bad leg. Well, I had my leg too far back, my bad leg. And as I went to go push on the shovel, my left foot rolled on like a twig or something. I didn't get hurt, but the pain, usually the pain is in my knee. This time it was in my shin, where my tibia is. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna die. So I went in, took some Tylenol. I'm gonna sit for a while and just rest. I'm not doing too bad now, I'm okay, but me and it, short pain. It's also scary because I'm afraid, I'll end up back in the hospital again, and I don't want that. So anyways, I just thought I'd do a video, one of my just rambling videos. I was thinking last night, when it comes to politics and all the shit that's going on in the world today, I'm in a very difficult situation. And I finally figured out, I always tell you guys, I'm conservative in my values and the things I like gardening, canning foods. I like the old-fashioned ways. I'm just like that. But I know it's not for everyone. Even my values and my morals are not for everyone. I know that. So, and I'm also good at seeing both sides and stuff like that. All I want is for everybody to be free. I want freedom. Live free or die. I want everybody to be able to be who they truly are and live the life that makes them happy. So long as making you happy does not include murder, rape, stealing other people's stuff, that kind of thing. But other than that, do your own thing. Be happy. Please be happy. I want everybody to be happy. And I've told you guys, I hate labels. I don't believe in labels. They're very limiting. However, I was reading a definition of what a libertarian is, and I'm like, oh, that's me. So I guess I'm a libertarian. Now, the problem with this, no matter what I say, either the conservatives or the liberals are going to be angry with me, or both. Okay? So it's really hard. I just want everybody. I mean, my God, if you're not bothering, here's where the liberals get me at me. I don't, please do whatever to be happy. What they don't like is I don't want it forced on me or anybody else. I don't want it in my face. Okay? I don't want my grandchild or grandchildren, whichever the case is going to be, going to school and having other people's lifestyles taught to them. And it is by force. Okay? And I'm not going to say I'm against it. I'm not really. It's just not my cup of tea. Okay? Now, my future grandchild's father, my son, would be against it. But for me, que sera, sera. But that includes me and my family too. So if that's what you choose, please go ahead with it. But don't force your shit on everybody else, okay? Don't put it in everybody else's face. I mean, if I want to know, but I will ask someone. If I don't know something and I'm curious, I will ask that person about it. Then please tell me. And it's, but it's the forced thing. And what happens, they want so badly to have, and I'm not just talking about trans and gay, okay? And you guys all know a lot of gay people in my family. My son was one of them. So I have nothing against that. But in an effort to gain equality, they're being too forceful, like I said, putting it in people's faces. Now, what is going on there is doing the thing that pisses me off. Creating laws in order to force people to accept them. Now, I don't understand hate. I mean, okay, there's a lot of things in this world I don't understand, and I might not understand. I'm going to say, all right, something like trans, and all the other different genders they talk about. I understand being gay or lesbian. That makes sense to me. But the other stuff is new. I don't get it. Okay. Does that mean I don't like them? No. I do know I don't understand it. And I might ask some questions. But never ever should we make laws forcing other people to accept a lifestyle. Because, well, first of all, it's wrong. I mean, all these laws we have are wrong. This is not freedom, people. And like I say, when you are having the government create these laws so you can be accepted, there's going to come a day when it turns around and bites you in the ass, because they're going to want to create some other law and they can use you in a way to get it. They use people. They use people groups. So right now they're creating all these laws to take away our freedom using, well, the LGBT, etc. community. And it will, because, it happens all the time. It's going to turn around, okay? It will. So I don't mind, again, que sera, but you can not create laws. Okay, that being said, I was extremely excited back when gay people, lesbians were, could legally get married. I thought that was great. The problem is there's a law involved there. But here's the question. What does the government know about love? Absolutely nothing. So why they are ever involved in any personal aspect of our life, I can't figure it out. I just don't get it. Okay, so you have, let's say, the liberals making these laws for acceptance. Okay, so now around the world, like especially in Europe, what happened last weekend, people are getting fed up. They're tired of having things forced on them. So now Europe is turning conservative, which means come November, the United States could also have that happen. Here's the problem. Again, with the laws, okay? I don't see either side. I mean, to me, liberal, conservative, two sides to the same coin, people. They just appear to be opposite. But each side wants laws passed. Laws. Constantly. Okay? We're not free. We are not. There should be minimal laws. Okay? Like the common sense ones, like I said, murder, rape, thievery. Okay, common sense laws. But we've got laws for every little thing. Why? Because the liberals want this and the conservatives want this. So who's ever in power at the time just keeps making more laws. It's the extremism. I wish humans could get into a gray area. Okay, they're the extreme black and white. It's destroying us. We don't have freedom. I don't care if you say this country's free or not. It's not. In order to get your freedom, they're going to pass another law and take away your freedom in order to tell you you're free. It's ridiculous. Now, here's why I'm a libertarian. Okay, I am very against all these laws. The common sense ones, yes. And like where I get in trouble with my family. I don't like abortion. I hate it. I mean, I don't understand how anybody could like it. However, I don't believe in having laws about abortion either. Now, I have to say, now, liberals are not going to understand what I'm saying here. Now, remember, I went to school in the 70s when they taught the Constitution, so that does influence my thought process. The federal government has way too much power, way too much. So when they dropped Roe versus Wade and gave the power back to the states, even though I don't like laws, I was excited they dropped it because I couldn't believe the federal government actually gave up a power over something. It's actually a good thing that the states have it. The federal government should never, ever, ever have the power they do. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the states also get ridiculous with their power. Like right now, my state is trying to take the zoning rights away from the townships, which would really screw the county I live in. You see all this beauty back here, whoosh, it would be gone. So anyways, you got my township's pretty strict about how much land, all this stuff. That is a law that does bother me because you can't do what you want with your land, but they do keep big businesses from coming in here. We have a small town, and there's hardly any businesses, which keeps it beautiful. The whole county is beautiful. I'd like to see that cut. But again, you guys know I am into small communities, governing and policing your... What's the matter, baby? My dog made a funny noise. And so this little town that I live in is my small community. And I'm in agreement with their zoning. So it's different. I don't know. It's such a catch-22. So I get in trouble with my family with how I feel about abortion. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate that it's in existence, but it is. But I don't have the right to judge someone else on whether or not they had an abortion, if they have one or not. I've never walked in their shoes, so how could I? How could I judge that? I can only imagine that if somebody needs an abortion, it's not a very good circumstance. It cannot be. I doubt it. And I don't believe in controlling other people. So, to me, how I feel about something has no bearing on whether there should be a law or not. Because I feel everybody should have the freedom to do as they please. I don't feel I have the right to tell people, you can do this or you can't do this. It doesn't make sense to me. I want to be free. And if I want to be free myself, I need to want freedom for everyone. So, as long as you are not infringing on someone else's life, you're not hurting anybody. There shouldn't be all these laws. This is ridiculous. Oh, I just want to be free. And you walk out. And there are so many laws. You have to watch every little thing you do. You have to be afraid all the time of what you say, what you do. We have so many ridiculous laws in the United States. I don't know. I just want to be free. And I'm fed up with the way things are. I am conservative in my values and in my lifestyle. I'm old-fashioned. But I know that's not for everybody. Not everybody wants that. I mean, okay, I'm like a gardening fanatic. Do I expect everybody to be? No. So it's got to stop. We got to stop passing all these laws. We got to get to a place of freedom. We have to be able to get to become spiritually mature enough to understand, okay, I don't agree with their lifestyle. I don't like their lifestyle, but it's not hurting me. It's not infringing on my life or anyone else's. So I'm just gonna, go do my thing. Well, these people who I don't agree with go do their thing. We would have a much happier planet if we could do that. We need to get to that place. So anyway, I think I've rested long enough. I'm going to get back to my gardening more carefully. So I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.